Good morning, everyone. Ken here. It's about 12:40 in the morning, and currently about 6 degrees here in Iowa. We're taking a day off, and we're going to go over and link up with the world-famous trucker Jim, and take a ride with him over to Nebraska. Let's go see if Jim's awake.
I'm used to hearing guys come up to me in the schoolyard saying, "Hey, Jack, now, boss, you let me hold you a dime here. I'm going to cut you 4 kinds of bad. I cut you long, deep, wide, and often," you did. Which was different than hearing somebody call me maggot, which is what the drill sergeants are into. And I remember saying I wanted to go home a lot and everything, and they gave me special attention. And when they finally did let me go out, They said sit down for 10 minutes, and I almost sat down on this little baby rattlesnake. And I didn't know what it was, and I stomped on it. Everybody gathered around and said, ooh. And I've been thinking about it to this day. That's part of what Careful Man's about. Because if I would have sat on that rattlesnake, I suppose I would have found out who my friends were. Because you do. Where would you tie the tourniquet? In the first aid movies, you always get bitten on the wrist, you know, or on the ankle. You never. I could just see a whole company of men standing around me saying, "You're going to die, mother." You know. That was part of it. And then a few other experiences of getting bent, bruised, and generally broken in my mouth up. Usually in bar situations. Those girls with the 75 three-sheet curls. Well, Careful Man.
Send those responses in. You too could win an all-expenses paid trip with Trucker Jim out on America's highways. 500 words or less. Why is Trucker Jim America's favorite trucker? Good luck. Send the submissions in. Fast and Furious.